back to Around the Lunch Table. It's your boys, Jay and Z.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, Slapdicks. This is Around the Lunch Table, episode
45,
45, baby. And
Oh my
first and
God.
foremost, before we forget it, I wanted to thank our sponsor, Aperture Oceans, bringing ideas and ads to life. They bring them to life.
Damn,
They
raise
really-
him from the dead like Lazarus. Lazarus.
Is it Lazarus or Lazarus?
Lazarus.
I think it's Lazarus.
Lazarus.
I don't know.
Anyways, I do want y'all to remember, check out the Patreon, patreon.com/aroundthelunchtable or aroundthelunchtable.com. You get episodes a week early, a lot of other exclusive shit that you can check out. And I feel good, Z. We're back in the stew, cooking
Yeah,
things
we're
up.
cooking things up. And ATLT store.com. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
For any merch and all that bullshit.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I guess first thing I want to cover is some current events.
Yes.
So some remains were discovered. All those who have been following the Gabby Petito case and the Brian Laundrie thing. Everyone.
Brian Laundrie, love that.
The nation has been captivated for months about it, and I will say they they did find remains in Florida, and they have matched it with his. So
Interesting.
I mean, I'd assume he committed suicide. I don't know. He saw Dog the Bounty Hunters on his ass. Like, oh no.
I mean, if Dog was after me,
Fuck that guy. Honestly, because some of the police guys were saying, well, it was really interesting that we just found him dead. But it's like, he probably knew there was a manhunt going on. He probably just said, well,
I mean, if
you know.
Dog the Bounty Hunter was coming after me, I feel like I'd just go to cold weather. I feel like he's not good there.
Well, yeah, look at the fucking guy.
I know, he looks like a fucking melted raisin. I
He
feel like
just
his
looks-
skin, you could stretch it
Yeah,
and
it's
snap
like, have you ever held a frog?
it. Yeah.
Like, in there, you take one part like this and the whole thing moves. That's kind of
it's
what
like,
I
it's like
picture it being.
one of those pillows where it changes.
Yeah, and like that
shape.
dude is just. I mean, did you ever see that video? Like when he first was when Dog was first on the case, when he went
Is he
to.
like, can he just? Do
I
that?
don't. Can he do that?
He's a vigilante
Can he
of
do-
some sort, I guess.
He's like fucking Batman. He could just. He could just go, dude. No, because he went.
The mayor has a skylight on the thing. It's just a
Because
dog.
I remember there's like cops around him. He's like, and we're out in the river. We're gonna take this boat out. We've had information he could be in this area. It's like, can you do that? Can you just
Are you allowed to run a legal investigation?
like? I don't even know if you're allowed to be. I mean,
I
guess
mean,
it's Dog,
I just know
man.
that if he caught him, he'd read him like a Bible verse and hand him a cigarette in the back of the car. Just be
I mean,
like,
that's
"You're a
probably
good
why
kid. You just
he's like,
fucked up."
You know, he's like, God, he's like, I don't think I can escape this manhunt. Dog, the bounty hunter is now joining the chase. Oh, I gotta go.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah, I
that is
gotta
like
get-
having Batman on you, dude.
Oh, Dog the bounty hunter does not amount to.
Okay,
much,
who would
but
win,
I
Dog the
think it's
Bounty Hunter or Batman?
His butler would win before Dog the bounty
Alfred?
hunter would. Yeah, Alfred. Alfred's a real one. But I will say,
Alfred took that shit to the chin, man.
dude, he was the realest one.
Remember that
Remember
bitch?
he'd like come home just bloodied and all this shit. He'd just bring him his like fucking breakfast.
He's like, "You want some Pampers, fucking baby wipes
Yeah, he
for that
just
dog
fucking-
bite?"
Yeah.
Wonder what he did all night. No, like I would say the thing about Alfred though was that like. Remember when the bitch gave him the letter to give
Yes,
to Bruce
yeah.
and he didn't give it to him because some things were.
Well,
remember she was like, it was,
said, and she was telling him because
left
and he
open for a
and the only
reason.
reason he grabbed it was because he was like, she was gonna marry me, Alfred. And he's like, and he just grabbed it. What a real one though.
because she wasn't.
And he wanted to maintain that because
Exactly.
because she if she would have died, it wouldn't matter. But she died.
He got to hold on to that.
Yeah, he got to hold on to that.
Dude, Alfred's there when he's telling all his friends, "Dude, that bitch was gonna marry me."
Yeah,
And Alfred's like, "Yeah."
And then he's like at her funeral. He's like, yeah, Rachel was gonna marry me. And Alfred's like, he's like,
Anyway, so they found Brian Laundrie's bones, right?
yes, they found. I guess it was a skeleton because they
Did
mentioned.
decompose that fast?
Well, it's been a month and a half. I mean,
Damn.
apparently, okay, maybe not completely, but apparently it was dental records because teeth stay there for a very long
Yeah.
time. So it was dental
I
records
mean,
because I'm sure it was too decomposed to tell. So
It
they
just
probably,
seems a little fishy, man. Like
it is a little fishy,
the
but
dude's
I mean,
on the run, then they just find the body.
But
and
the most interesting part of it was that I've been hearing about is the parents of
very
Brian Laundrie
suspicious.
began looking, and the day they began looking, they find him. Very interesting and suspicious.
I mean, maybe he
bitches.
just pulled out all his teeth and then just put them in that. I mean, if you're at that life or death scenario, like I'm gonna go to jail forever.
Like,
or-
okay, fuck that guy, and he deserves to rot. But I'm just saying, if I'm ever on the run in a manhunt,
yeah,
I mean, the thing is, when you're caught, you're fucked. So
Yeah.
you might as well just get your the best bang for your buck at that point.
Exactly.
You know, I might as well be fucking. Might as well stay on the run as long as you can. And then if you can't take it anywhere, you're like, fuck it. But I would definitely extend it as long as I could.
I mean, I feel like I tried to get it like to Mexico or something, right? Like out of their jurisdiction, you know.
But once the manhunt's going, you can't just walk across the border.
Mexicans get in all the time.
I guess you're also going down. You're not
Yeah, it's a
coming
lot
up.
easier to get out.
I don't know.
And Trump's walls.
But I'm saying if it's okay, well, I'm assuming there's a manhunt going on. They have your face plastered on every fucking thing, assuming you'll try to leave the country. Like if you walk to an airport, he's fucked.
Yeah,
Same thing.
True.
I'm saying go to the border. They'd be like, oh, huh, this guy's
Interesting.
fucking wanted.
So I speaking of Bones. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever watch that show Bones?
A little bit.
Not never
not
saw
much,
it.
but I
just
remember
felt
it
like
being
it was
on.
like, hey, what do you think about this bone? I don't know. What do you think about this bone?
Well, they were literally about bones.
I'm gonna get a bone call.
That is so fucking dumb.
So anyways, speaking of bones, so I was watching Jimmy Fallon last night, and there was an older interview of him and Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, they had the hats on.
Yeah.
They're talking about the Elephant Man.
Yeah. Yeah, so he was talking about, or he was trying to talk about, so he did the Elephant Man play or whatever, which is a tragic
and they were also
story.
laughing the entire time.
Yeah,
That
it was a
funny.
tragic story. But he was telling me how the bones are in a museum. Okay.
Oh, really?
But the family or something doesn't want people to see them anymore, but they let Bradley Cooper see them. But you know how like a T-Rex's bones are like kind of like hung from the ceiling? That's kind of like how his were.
Like displayed.
Yeah.
That's a little
Like,
insensitive.
Yeah. And
Do I amuse you? I'm a human being.
did you ever watch the play or the movie?
No, I didn't.
I never. But it's the dude that had like the fucking crusty shit on his arms
Yeah,
and shit, right?
Yeah, I do remember.
I just remember there was one point where I think Bradley Cooper went a little too far, but I kind of saw where he was going because they were laughing. And he's like, yeah, and then he had the thing out of his head, like, I'm like, oh.
Because remember, they were laughing the entire fucking interview.
Yeah, it wasn't at the Elephant Man, but
I mean, but who the fuck else would it be at?
it was because of the hats.
It was both. It was a combination.
Yeah,
It was a combination
But
of
what
the two.
the Elephant Man had like the crazy growths and shit, right? And
Yeah,
he
yeah,
was
yeah,
just like
yeah.
in a circus, right? And just
I don't know if he was in a circus, but I would say yes. He was known for his extremely crazy growth. It was a freak of.
yeah. How do you
Nature.
think? Do you think there's like there's like scouts for like professional baseball? Do you think there's like a circus scout that just goes around and just tries to find?
I think.
freaks?
Okay, listen. The days of like circus acts are well over. I feel like because it was an older. It was a very popular thing in like the 70s, the 60s, anywhere early up to like probably the 80s or 90s.
If you're a freak, they'll fucking
Yeah, like that was like a big thing because here's the thing also.
you circus expert.
No, it's logic, but let me finish before you talk all that trash, huh?
Okay.
So I'm saying, but back then there was no internet, there was no things. It was just what you could go see. It's like, oh, this is crazy. I want to go see this. Now you can fucking type on your phone. You can see anything crazy you want.
Yeah.
Like you can see fucking. You could see a couple gay guys going at it if you want. You can see midgets
can do that.
racing camels. You can see a lot of different things.
You can see that. You can see a guy getting beheaded in fucking Palestine, like
Palestine.
Palestine
Or Pakistan.
Palestine.
It's a hybrid of the It's the middle. Palestine.
Kazakhstan. I hate when people say that shit.
No,
like the thing with that is, it's like, okay, I get there's a traveling circus and shit, but we like imagine if like we've seen so much. We've seen so
yes,
much.
that's the thing. Yeah.
We have seen like if you want like it's crazy to even think about like. I mean, especially like our parents' age, like especially the fucking porn industry. If you want to watch, I'm in the mood for a brunette girl, face down, ass up, with a black guy. Type it in, you can see it. I'm just saying, like whatever you're in the mood.
It's true.
It's just like I want to see a girl shove a lollipop up her sniz, and it's like,
what have you? What?
I'm just coming up with shit. Don't look at my browsing history. No, I'm just saying, like, whatever you want to. I mean, it's just there.
No, yeah, and you become desensitized to all this shit after a while. But on the other token, though, back in the day, they would watch people kill each other and be like, yeah!
I mean, I would still like to watch that.
And we do it now. It's just a softer version of that. Watch these two guys beat each other up.
Yeah. Hopefully one of them dies.
No, well.
Not hopefully. Not
No,
Connor.
but I'm just saying there was. It's the crazy difference. Really quick, I got to hit the reverse card really quick. Because I've seen Dog the Bounty Hunter. Sure, like, can he act as the law legally? and just do all these things?
I've always wondered when he says bounty, because when I think of bounty hunter, I think of Jango Fett, right? You know, from Star Wars.
Or like in the Wild Wild West, this guy would go find someone wanted and kill him and put him on his horse and be like, Sheriff, here you go, where's my shillings?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that's what I think of. So, I mean, does he get legal documentation to be like, go arrest this guy?
Or like,
he's not
like,
a cop.
Like he's walking on someone's private. Does he have jurisdiction to just go fucking do whatever he wants? Is he like fucking Batman? He can just go do it.
Well, Batman can't. That's part of the problem.
Is he Batman? Is he our masked vigilante?
You either die
Dog the bounty hunter.
You either die a hero or live long enough to yourself become a villain.
Like, I don't understand the. I guess you could say the legal part of the whole thing. It's like, okay, obviously a lot of the shit's for the TV show. But on another token, he is walking on other people's property, etc. etc. Can you just do that as a random guy with dyed hair and spray tan?
Maybe that's all you need. Is
that the only criteria?
It's like, do you look like a mushroom?
He looks like a fucking rat.
What if Dog just went bad? He's just capping people. We got the whole world on fucking Dog alert.
No, he's like the criminal. Dog, the county runner.
Interesting.
Very interesting. He terrorizes the town.
The whole switcheroo.
He was a hopeless hero that was never loved by the people, so he turned bad.
Dude, I don't blame him.
He's our Harvey Dent.
Harvey.
Remember that in The Dark Knight when they're both strapped to the oil drums and all the bombs?
Yeah.
Harvey, can you find something? Anything sharp? Yeah, if he could, he wouldn't be tied to a fucking drum, bitch.
And the Joker's just like, I'll leave this shard of glass here for you.
Yeah, it's like, dude.
I like when he thinks.
When she thinks they're when she's like, Harvey, no, she's like talking. He's like, don't worry, Rachel, they're coming for you.
Big dictum a little bit.
She did because she's like, oh, I'm gonna get saved. I'm the bitch. I'm gonna get saved. And he mixed the addresses up. And remember, because he was like, don't talk like that, Rachel. They're coming for you. And she's like, I know they are, but I don't want them to. And obviously, she was trying to make him feel better. And the next thing you know, he's giving Harvey, and she's like,
I take back that last
statement. She gets blown up thinking she was going to get saved. It's like, bitch.
Did you find her attractive? I felt like she kind of looked like a...
Maggie Gyllenhaal.
No, I thought that was...
it's Maggie Gyllenhaal, I'm pretty sure.
Who it is?
I'm pretty sure,
I was thinking Katie Holmes. That's not her.
No,
I just feel like her nose is kind of like...
She's not unattractive, but she's not... I think it's what
big
you think.
Nostrils.
It's your type. You know what? Some people think other people are attractive. Other people are like, that person's not attractive. But, that's how it goes.
I just think like Bruce Wayne, billionaire, like...
Philanthropist, playboy.
Billion, like, dude, you could, I mean, you really just have your pick.
Dude, you remember in The Dark Knight when Harvey and Rachel were gonna go see the Russian ballet, and fucking Bruce I don't even know what he takes the whole ballet out on a cruise with him, so they had to cancel it, and they show up to the show and it's canceled. I'm like, dude,
what a G.
Bruce is a real one.
Dude, what did he even do for money? Made weapons.
Wayne Enterprises.
Yeah, what did they do?
I think there was like a financial firm or some shit, but like obviously
he's not Jewish, so
but they did obviously the Batman stuff on the side or whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Like
it was in
the basement or some shit. Yeah, in the server room they built cars and shit. Apparently,
there's a whole R&D floor just no one knows about.
Yeah, no one even fucking knew.
Yeah, the elevator goes from floor 15 to 17. Everyone's like,
remember they had like the shipping container in the shipping yard?
Yeah,
and it would. I need one of those for a gaming cave,
dude.
Bro.
Even if it just went down to one room.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it doesn't need all the extra shit.
I mean, it would be worth it to drive 10 minutes away. It's like, hey, bro, can you hop on? Give me.
You want to be at the spot? Yeah, let's go. That'd be sick.
I'll be on Discord in 10 minutes.
If I was, in fact, a billionaire or some of that status, I would 100% have 85 of those all over the place.
I believe Bill Gates made a bat cave underneath his house. 100%.
Cool. I would do this. I would do the same thing. If I was that rich,
I
would.
Like 80. Like, what are you doing down there? Fucking Werther's Originals.
What are you doing down there?
What are you doing down there, Bill? Eating Werther's Originals, got crumbs in your mouth. Like, come on.
He's like, hey, what are you doing down there?
There's two possibilities. Fuck. There's either nothing going on or there's some kinky, weird sex shit. It's
probably a lot of kinky shit, illegal shit.
A lot of coke. A lot of ball gags.
Questionable shit
whips.
going on down there, yeah.
It's like, hey, I want you to whip me on this rotating car platform underneath my waterfall.
No, it's a fucking merry-go-round with straps.
He's got a whole circus down there. He's got the Elephant Man down there.
It's like the adult version of Neverland, bro, down there probably.
I mean...
Did you ever watch that? I never watched the documentary, but I heard it was very graphic and very fucked up.
I highly don't recommend it.
because I haven't. I've wanted to watch it.
I think there's a few episodes.
Here's the thing. When they speak of which, obviously, okay, the dude was a creep, okay? He was a creep, you know. And,
innocent. He was proven innocent.
Presu-
So was OJ.
Yeah. Because the glove didn't fit. But I'm saying, here's the thing. As a kid, you know, even if it's like, okay, I'm going to word this carefully before I get canceled. But I'm saying, okay, yeah, I agree he's a fucking creep. But here's the thing. People still listen to his music. He had great music.
Yeah, let's just remember him for the music. It's
You
kind
know,
of like
obviously,
Kanye.
I agree he could be a creep. He did some fucked up shit. And I'm honestly, there's a lot of people on there apparently that gave some very grimy details I've heard.
That's where I was going to go with that. First, I want to say O.J. Simpson, true Cinderella story. The glove didn't fit. And that was awful. Second thing, no, you and I weren't
also, okay, where are the parents? If these kids are going to MJ's house, I'm assuming, this is what I assume. Okay, they take their kids there. They're like, is he gonna rape him? I don't know. What's the king of pop?
That's how.
And they're like, well, if he's gonna rape him, then at least it's the king of pop.
Yeah.
Is that what his parent? They just dropped him off. Bye, honey.
I mean, as Dave Chappelle said, I mean, imagine your first sexual experiencing being Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, and imagine getting older. Obviously, it's a traumatizing experience. I'm sure.
Of course.
But looking at it from because this is a special scenario. This isn't a random guy off the side of the street that grabs you. You know, this is
It's the king of pop.
It's the king of pop. If I'm not kidding you, okay, listen. As terrible it would be, I'm not saying it's a good thing. And obviously, no one knows. I mean, I'm pretty fucking sure he touched all those little boys, but people have their opinions. But I'm saying, looking back, if you were one of, you'd be like, well, it was a king of fucking pop.
It could have been worse.
It was a king of pop.
Yeah.
You know?
So, I believe there was 3, 4, 5 episodes or something. I made it through half of it.
He was so rich, that motherfucker probably bought the court when he got tried.
Yeah, so now they did interview the parents as well, and it's exactly what you said. They were just more starstruck.
Yeah.
Because the problem is he would take the kids out on stage, and he was giving them a career. And then they were doing commercials and shit. Yeah. And so the parents oh my God, it's Michael Jackson doing all this shit.
This is life-changing for me.
Yeah. Selfishness.
Because the kids are they can't take any, you can't get money as a kid, so.
The parents were getting that bag through their kid's butt.
Yeah.
And it's fucking awful.
It is awful.
It's awful.
And that's another thing, honestly. With child stars, I'm sure the majority are, even if you have the best intentions starting after your kid, I'm sure it gets so fucking bad. It's
well, I pay the rent around here.
No, because the kid can't legally get the money.
Yeah.
So the parents fucking get it. And next thing you know, the parents are dragging them to do all these things and not letting them be a kid. And then every parent, I'm sure, 8 years down the road, oh, fuck. I ruined his childhood because I wanted all the money. Too late now. You fucked it up.
My 8-year-old has a coke habit. I'm sorry.
No, but because I'm saying that's why Macaulay Culkin quit. Well,
Macaulay Culkin.
He quit movies. I'm saying because at one point he said he was like, I was doing 3 fucking movies at once. He's like, I didn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
No.
Macaulay Culkin was one of the only ones who said he never did. So he stood 10 toes.
Remember Dave Chappelle said he's like I'm not a pedophile, but if I was gonna fuck one kid, it'd be him.
He's the hardest one to get. Home Alone.
Oh, honestly,
that kid's hard to catch. Also, Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. I was gonna say, but I don't know. Child stars. I feel like that's such a because obviously they have regulations and rules. But are you telling me everyone?
It's
abides
Hollywood.
by them? It's Hollywood.
I mean, fucking everyone knew. It's
Because here's the thing: as much as we think we see stars adults, but when they're kids, it's the kid's not getting it. He's doing things for the parents and everyone else.
Yeah.
He's not fucking benefiting.
He has no idea what he's doing.
And
anyways.
I'm sure as a kid, it's oh, this is fucking cool, man. But after a little bit, it's hey, I'm being. It's fucking forced labor almost a little bit.
Yeah. No, I mean,
it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, it's in Hollywood, it was
Are you telling me the 6-year-old dragged you to this toothpaste commercial that he didn't want to audition for?
Crest.
Yeah. It's just it makes no sense.
Yeah, in Hollywood, people would be oh, they're just going to Epstein's Island. They all know this shit, and they all know.
Okay, well, that's a little. I don't know if that was the same attitude. Epstein was not the king of pop.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, and he didn't have.
That's the one you don't want.
He didn't have a full carousel and train set.
And a Robin Hood.
And cotton candy machines and churros. And smelled like Disneyland every time he went over there.
So
here's the thing. Now I kind of want to go over there and see what it looked like. I kind of want to go play on some carousels. Can you imagine the banger ass party you can throw there?
A price for everything. You want to go over there and play, you better go over there and play.
You know how much money that motherfucker still makes on a daily basis? It's crazy. crazy.
From beyond the grave.
Seriously.
Okay, I do have a question. So I feel like people don't talk about this enough, and maybe I just don't know enough about the subject. I don't know.
Honestly, I don't know enough about the field.
But so Michael Jackson is a black man. Cool. Awesome. When did he I really don't know. So he had like some surgery to turn his pigment white.
He did not want to look like his father, apparently.
Okay, so was that just like normal to? Because I don't know anyone else in the world who has done that.
Never. And here's the thing: it was the king of pop, so it's like it's weird, but it's the king of fucking pop, and it was accepted. Because in the '90s, he started to get some plastic surgery, things changed, and all of a sudden, I think it was early 2000s. It's like, what the fuck?
Because he was like pale.
Yeah, literally. I didn't even know you could do that.
I didn't know, but the thing
let
is,
alone do that in the 90s or the early 2000s.
Exactly. The whole point is like with all the technology we have nowadays, like you'd think there would
I've never seen that.
There would be some other stars
but you have to. Okay, you also have to look at it this way. There's no reason for anyone to do that, to change their skin color.
I'm asking, why did he?
I just said, I'm saying the reasoning he at one point has said, he's like, he didn't want to look like his father at all.
So he just changed his skin color.
I guess
he could have gone like,
he could have just got like facial reconstruction or something, which he did. Have you ever seen his nose? How many times
didn't it like fall off?
It didn't actually fall off. It was joked about because he had so many nose surgeries. But I'm saying, obviously, at the same time, there probably wasn't something mentally right up here.
Well, no shit. The dude's fucking kids. Like, and that was okay. I didn't get to finish my point. So I watched like the first couple episodes.
He had that real money.
Yeah, look what that money make a bitch do.
Ooh wee.
What I was saying was that like I got through half of it, and the problem is those people went into graphic detail.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I haven't watched it, but I heard it was very disturbing.
He was like, yeah, he liked when I touched his nipples, and then like he wanted me to bend over and just like look at my asshole and shit. And then it was like, okay. And after like 30 minutes of that, it was like I like to watch things and laugh. I'm a comedy guy. I like
and so you watch Never Go Back to Neverland or whatever?
I'm saying I was interested because the only reason is because Dave Chappelle said don't watch it. I was like, all right, I gotta watch it. Like,
that's okay. I didn't because he said that because I was assuming there was a lot of I've heard there's a lot of disgusting, very cringeworthy material,
and I feel like the whole time I was just like.
Yeah, it's fucking evil shit.
Yeah, it's
evil
horrible.
shit.
And but
what about hey, time out. What about the housekeepers and the groundskeepers? They're just watching?
Yeah.
Hey, this isn't weird. Michael Jackson's hanging out with 10 8-year-olds, and he's taking them into his room. Nothing weird about this. A grown man. Well, what are they doing?
He was the king of pop. He always said, I didn't have a childhood, so I just...
Okay, that part makes sense.
You're just being ignorant. Timona.
The no childhood part makes sense, but no one goes to that length. It's like they just go on some roller coasters or something. Like, don't fucking build a carnival for rape in your backyard. I mean, there's a lot of substitutes that you could do to avoid that. Like, I don't know.
I mean, like, I didn't...
That's like a guy killing 85 people. Like, I never went hunting before, so I'm going to kill all these people. Like, there's substitutes to that.
It's like saying, I didn't have a truck when I was younger, so I'm going to go fuck all these country boys.
Yeah,
like,
well, reaching a little bit. But.
That's not reaching. He didn't have a childhood, so he fucks them? That's fucked. It makes no sense.
No, but the point was being, because he was so famous at such an early age, all he did was go home and then go to the studio. There's like a whole thing about actually how...
Cooking shit
There's
up
actually a crazy story on how like he would go home from school and he would have like 15 minutes to watch those Three Stooges, and then he would fucking go to the studio, he'd perform, he'd go on tour, and he didn't even get a childhood, which makes sense, and I get that part. But you don't go fuck a bunch of kids because you didn't have one. Oh, I'm gonna put candy canes in carousels and I'm gonna fuck them all. You don't do that.
If you want roller coasters in your backyard, all power to you.
And he was wealthy enough to do it.
I know, do it.
I'm pretty sure he did have
make a fucking Six Flags in your backyard.
Technically, he did have some roller coasters back there, like little trains and shit.
I mean, he had a Ferris wheel. Mm-hmm. Which, why did you need 15 baskets? It's only you and one kid.
Make it more intimate with one. I'm going on a date with this fucking elementary school kid. Wish me luck.
Did you not have friends that were just like, dude, what are you doing?
Everyone wanted to be. It's Michael Jackson. Imagine all these celeb. Because like, do you remember that picture? It's actually, it's actually probably the hardest picture of all time. Mike Tyson's walking into one of his big fights. Magic Johnson, Madonna, MJ, Eddie Murphy. It was his picture. It was like the coldest photo of all time, besides the baby molester by there. But I'm saying it was a cold ass photo. I'm saying it's MJ. Everyone wanted to hang because it's like you're the most popular guy in the fucking world. Yeah. He would show up places, people would cry and pass out and shit. Yeah, I'm saying, but I guess he just didn't want those friends. I'm saying, like, imagine Eddie Murphy. Hey, you want to come over and hang? No. No, I'm with Mark and Micah. We're having fun on my carnival. Get the fuck what?
We're eating Laffy Taffy, and we're gonna.
I just want to know how no one ever noticed this.
We're gonna see if we can get to the bottom of this Tootsie Pop.
I just don't get it.
Like, he must have not had friends, because I'm just saying.
But on the other hand, he's so fucking rich and powerful that he can do whatever the fuck he wanted.
I know. I'm just saying, okay, like a best friend. Obviously, you never do this. I'm saying, if I come home and you're just chilling on the couch.
Michael Jackson didn't have a roommate to pay rent with. He fucking lived in a fucking mansion.
But he never had friends over?
He had like 8 mansions. Yeah, I'm sure he did at one of his 8 mansions, not the baby rape Disney World. I'm saying it how it is. It's fucked up, but that's what he did. He was all over little kids. It's fucked up, man.
That's horrible.
Like there was this one video. There was a cameraman. And they were videotaping, and he's hanging out with a bunch of kids. And I'm not kidding you. Like, he's at his pool, and these little... Have you not seen this video? No. The little kids, like... He's like, oh, no. And these little kids push him in the pool, and he's swimming... And the cameraman's just like, oh, this is good footage.
Don't push
Help
me.
them! Help them!
Holy shit. That's fun.
But on the same time, on the same token, if I'm that cameraman, he moonwalks once, I'm forgetting everything else.
It's the king of pop.
Hey, the only thing you need to do...
It was the times.
It was the times. Yeah, I mean, the staying power of his music is just insane.
So do you think OJ did it?
I think so.
Yeah. I can just tell, like, his tweets just make it, like...
He tweets like he's a guy who got away with it.
Yeah, he's like, hey, y'all.
And he gives these little hints like, no. Remember the interview thing I told you, like, with the newscaster and shit? And he's like, he had a surprise for her. She opens her door. He's like... And he pretends to stab her, and he's like laughing.
When I hear like him talk, it's one of those like, I got away with it and I feel bad. It's like, hey y'all, I hope y'all have a good Thanksgiving.
It's like a middle finger to the FBI, like a quick little, hey, by the way, yeah, most famous trial in the world right here. Couldn't get me. Who's this lawyer? Holy shit!
It was one of the Kardashians. That's how they got famous.
No.
Yes.
Because if I remember correctly, I thought in the Epstein documentary, it was saying that same
Yes.
lawyer actually represented OJ. So that guy's doing something.
The Kardashian dad, I don't even fucking know his name. Kim Kardashian's dad was on the team.
Oh, on the legal team. Okay.
On the legal team.
He wasn't the lawyer, but...
Well, he has a team of lawyers.
Yeah.
He was one of them.
Okay.
And that's what got them their money and their fucking fame. And so then Kim starts going around just
whatever they did, though, they somehow fucking got him out of that, which is insanity.
That's insane.
It is.
Because a glove didn't fit? The glove didn't
Well, it wasn't just
fit.
that, but I'm saying they were somehow able to prove the prosecution
because there was like a 1%
stable.
doubt.
I don't know. It's insane.
I mean, when you're at that stature, why do you kill your wife?
And it's really fucked up and it's crazy. It's because these people, including MJ, are famous. And good thing R. Kelly got thrown in the slammer forever. Thank God. But I'm saying
I'm actually surprised that happened.
all the people. Well, there was a lot of things that he couldn't get out of. There's proof. So he's a fucking idiot. There's a fucking audio of him like talking about this.
I'll say it.
Okay, I don't want to say it.
There was this is our news source is Dave Chappelle, but he usually says what's up.
Yeah, well, I read the whole article.
So there's literally a transcript because he videotaped everything, and he's like, "This is the best 14-year-old pussy I've ever had," and he said it like 16 times.
It's like, dude,
why couldn't you just be like, "This is the best 48-year-old pussy I've ever had"?
But I'm saying he dug himself a hole in which it's like, okay, you're fucked. But I'm just saying, all the people that get out of this shit are always like the rich and famous and the celebrities. It's like any fucking guy you pull out from the side of the road that literally touched someone on the fucking shoulder is almost tried.
A wrong hug.
You know what I mean? It's crazy.
The R. Kelly thing's funny because when he finally got, found guilty or whatever, he tweeted, "I know I'm innocent," but I was like, dude, we have the transcript.
You're killing me with this shit. Do you remember after it all came out, because that he was like crying on the interview, and then like it was his daughter's birthday or something, and this was right after like it first came out. And he's like, "Happy birthday" online. He's like, "To you," and he sings the whole thing. And then I read the comments. It's like, listen, fuck this guy, but the guy's got talent.
Dude, I just don't get like. There's literally transcripts of you saying it.
Yeah, which is why he's fucked and he's going to jail for.
But how can you tweet "I'm innocent"? Like, dude, just take the L, bro.
Well, because the L means your life is over, so he's trying to fight to the end, I guess. But either way, fuck that piece of shit.
Yeah, he needs Kardashian lawyer.
Well, at that point,
remember
there's
when
no
Kim
one
K wanted to be a lawyer? It's like just stick to your ass implants.
I think she actually.
Oh, she got it.
Yeah, I think she's done some good.
I'm just saying, okay, imagine you just have like a traffic ticket. It's like, and the government will appoint you an attorney. It's Kim. She's like, hey.
I'm pretty sure she does high profile people.
I'm just kidding,
sure.
but imagine walking in and it's Kim.
But I will say, amongst all their celebrity friends, are you telling me, dude, let's call Kim? Who the fuck's going to do that?
Yeah.
Nobody. Nobody.
Well, I just feel
Not
like he
that
didn't do it because he's a nice
not
person.
That I don't believe that, like, when people get older, they kind of change their ways and they can become different. That maybe she is a good lawyer. Maybe she is.
Maybe she's the best.
But I can guarantee you this. If any of their celebrity rich friends got into trouble, Kim's a lawyer. Like, oh, we'll get back to you. We'll get back to you. You know, I got this guy who's been in this law firm for 20 years.
Yeah.
So,
Kim just starts. You know, it's like when we went to the Pitbull concert. Iggy couldn't get any crowd to say anything until she started twerking her ass. I mean, that's what Kim does. She just gets on fucking stands, just starts twerking, and then they're like innocent. Bam.
well, everyone has their bread and butter, and that's hers.
Yeah, and the bread and the butter. Let me
Yeah,
tell
everyone
you.
has their bread and butter. That's her bread and butter. You know.
I remember when her ass got so big it looked like a diaper.
Well, I think that's always been the case.
No, I mean I think she got a reduction after that.
I
I just couldn't imagine imagine going back, just hacking and adding and then slicing and then
Dicing.
detracting,
Detracting.
and it's just like God, that butt's been
What
through
I
a lot.
want to know, honestly, like as in a complete scientific way,
Yeah.
in a curious way,
Yeah,
what do they do down there? Do they? Bear with me.
gelatin.
A little slice, and it's like a peel, like a peel back, and then they seal it back. You know what I mean? They just slap it on there and then peel it back and then sew it back
How long
up.
does that have to heal?
I don't know.
I don't know. Like,
But it's a very interesting thing.
I mean, if anyone needs to get ass implants, it's me.
It's
and
the
I've-
one.
I've looked it up. It's like $5,000, dude. I can get my tits
Well,
done.
it's not that
too.
much. It's the wonders of modern medicine. Because honestly, we can do some amazing things.
Dude. If a girl isn't confident with her boobs, gotcha. You aren't
Those are
confident
expensive.
with
Those are like 10 G's, aren't they?
Oh, you can get a. If you know a guy, it's 5.
Well, there is.
You probably got to blow.
There
him
is like a
afterwards.
loophole if you had issues with your. You can see if you can get some insurance.
Wasn't there a
money.
plastic surgeon who was like fucking the boobs after he'd do it while they were still out?
What?
I thought I read that on Twitter.
Oh, that's a really reliable source.
Yeah. No, there was like.
Ganja King 232 tweeted this, so it must be true.
No, there was like this doctor that would like. You know, like after he put the boobs in, they're like still unconscious, and he just fucked the
Nope.
boobs.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think that might be a break of the code of ethics in medicine.
Yeah.
Could have been Dr. Love.
Remember him?
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know who Dr. Love
Yeah,
was.
oh my God. Dr. Love. That young kid who's like 20, 19 at the time, posed as a doctor.
For years. Wrote prescriptions.
People paid him. He made thousands of dollars. Does no one ask questions? How does he walk into a hospital with a coat from the Halloween store and no one says anything? Oh, hey.
I believe he had his own practice. It was his own building.
Either way. How? In what way does this just happen?
How does the QFC pharmacy accept these
No,
prescriptions?
but I'm saying at
Tell
first,
me.
I'm pretty sure at the beginning of the story, he did have his own practice at one point. He said his website. But when he first did it, I'm pretty sure he just walked into a hospital because that was part of it. It's like, how does this kid walk into a hospital and people are just like, oh, hey, doctor. Like, and remember, he was writing.
He's a kid genius.
He was writing prescriptions, and there's an interview on it. If you can look up the interview.
Apparently, he treated them well, though, right? Like he actually diagnosed.
Just
shit.
because he's prescribed some fucking moderate painkillers for an old lady's foot pain doesn't mean he's a good doctor. But I am.
That's half of what it is.
I am saying. I'm just
Does
saying,
this hurt?
I'm just
Yes,
saying.
here's some
how,
oxys.
How does it not go under the radar for this long? But someone who evades their taxes in Kentucky, who didn't pay $1,200, gets thrown in the slammer within 2 months. It just doesn't make sense.
I mean, he was the Batman of our generation. He's a vigilante. He's out, dude. He was fighting crime on the front lines.
He was crime.
I mean, he was fighting disease.
If he was really smart, he would have got a bunch of perkies and started selling them.
Dude, I mean, yeah. I mean, I've always wanted to do lean. Like, write me a prescription.
I mean, I'm just saying. Okay, how about this? So you just print up a prescription pad and walk to the pharmacy? Okay, and they give it to you? How did he do that? How did he write prescriptions from walking into a building?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
Genius.
He either is a genius or everything's just, there's just no
There's a lot of
fuck.
loopholes.
They just assume every guy with a lab coat walked in. Oh, he did his time in medical school. We're not going to give him any more questions.
Kid genius. Fucking Dr.
Like, I don't
Love.
know. I'm just saying.
His last name wasn't
If
Love,
you think
was it?
about it from all its elements, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
He literally was writing prescriptions. This kid who has done nothing but watch YouTube videos. It's crazy. And
On WebMD.
it's,
Fucking-
yeah.
The fucked up thing about WebMD is like I'll
It's
look up
nuts.
something.
How did he? Okay, how about this? How did he get like? Obviously, I'm assuming he like printed up some fake medical licenses or something. But like, because you have to like
From the
when you,
Cayman
a
Islands or
business,
something?
it's not normal. Like you have to do all that shit as a business to even accept and be able to get revenue. How? What the fuck? It's crazy, man. It's just
He
not.
only accepted cash. I don't know. Like the fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. But
I'm Dr. Love. I run the urgent care on 720th Street.
yeah, like how I don't even know how that happens. Fuck, I had something to say and I forgot. But no, the that shit.
I always get the hiccups.
That shit is nuts because like I had that question. Was Love his last name? Like his real last name?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Because that's a pretty stupid thing. I mean, choose like Flanagan or like
Flanagan.
it's more believable than Love.
Kevin Love.
Oh, okay.
People have that name.
Yeah, that's not bad. You
Lovey Smith.
You okay with the old hickeys over there?
Ugh.
Well, that's gonna wrap it up.
I'm gonna die. I almost threw up from the hiccup.
You want to wrap it up? This chair's slowly sinking. I've gotten short.
Okay, that's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys for listening. I have hiccups. I won't go away. Okay, yeah.
I'll just do it. Oh, I'm gonna do the outro. I'm so nervous.
You've done it before.
I know.
Don't act like it's the first time. Give him a spotlight, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you everyone for watching. This is Around the Lunch Table. Make sure you check out patreon.com/Around the Lunch Table to get episodes a week early, exclusive content, access to our Discord server if you want to send us some old winky faces. And then, Z, you can find him at Isaiah_Lusney. You can find me at Jack_Spence.
Or you can find both our Instagrams and Around the Lunch Table Instagram page.
And that'll pretty much do it. We got the fall collection coming out. Oh, yeah, actually, we need to hit him up on that. I forgot. I was supposed to do that
we're
this
a little
weekend.
late because it's fall and it's almost Halloween.
Yeah. We're going to have Halloween merch out for 1 week.
Yeah, well, also when we have bats and pumpkins after the 31st, it's like, well, it's almost Thanksgiving now. So.
Well, we'll just add some Christmas lights
Yeah,
to it.
yeah. They have Christmas light chains. We're good.
Yeah. So, they'll pretty much do it.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening. It's been a hell of a ride. And this was episode 45. If you're our patrons, you're already gonna get this, but if you're not, you'll get it. You get it at the usual time. But anyways, guys, thanks for listening. Downloads are doing amazing.
Great.
Amazing. Thank you guys, and as always, thank you for listening.
And see ya.
Let's get rowdy up in here.